surprise there. He will indeed infiltrate the school festival. Sigh. Come on, can despair for just one moment not win. Because once this thief infiltrates the school, and once this, well, villainous gentleman villain, whatever, infiltrates the school, UA will no longer be able to keep up appearances. I think they're going to be forced to close down because the amount of danger. Granted, however, this thief, or this gentleman villain, gentle as he calls himself, is a strange guy, but then again, they live in a strange world. The angry anime fan here to talk about the Boku no Hero Academia 171, and we see a little bit more uh, information about history that Gentle tells us. Apparently, there were three heroes once upon a time. That was not only All Might, the other two were Brave and Crimson Riot. Apparently, between the age of Vigilantes and the present days, heroes shine brightly. And there was also a group of villains. The legend, All for One, a leader of a special ability liberation army, Destro. Yeah, sounds very similar to that name. And then an uncanny thief, Oji Harima. I wonder, now that we are being thrown these names, is it possible that we are going to see them, in flashback at least? They apparently have carved their way into history. So with that, Gentle intends to do it himself as well. However, he is not exactly so, and he is his number one fan, La Brava, is very amazed by Gentle. However, their accounts is being shut down all the while. So Gentle reveals exactly what he intends to do. He uploads these so-called criminal activities. However, he doesn't commit crimes at random, it says. If, the reason why he committed that crime as G-Store, the one convenience store of the global industry, is because this store went to great lengths to hide an expiration label on their plum pudding that was about to expire. Uh, and the pudding company feigned ignorance of that. So in a way, he does steal things, but he does that in a gentlemanlike fashion, a modern chivalrous thief that are actually not so big. However, La Brava all mentions that even though she feels like Gentle is amazing, they're still not getting many views, and many other people just think that Gentle is, well, weird. Granted, however, the way he wants to be a gentleman thief, that kind of society doesn't really exist in the Boku no Hero Academia that much anymore. After all, the lampshade that Stain got many views, and he was the in-person incarnation of violence and rage. So of course, extreme violent behavior are more likable. However, Gentle is still optimistic that he will have a way to surpass the others. So what will he do next? Well, he will infiltrate the school festival. What kind of gentleman thief will he do there? Perhaps he will kidnap Eri. Well, either way, back in the school, it turns out that Arezawa says that Class A will do a dance and music. However, he's not so very sure about that. Granted, he's not very sure about any of those plans. So, they even, as Bakugou get past a couple of schools that actually also comes from the Department of General Education, they still talk about how Class A is cocky when they start conflict. Elsewhere, they begin to talk about how they're gonna do the music. So they need, other than Jiro to play the instrument, so who can play the bass and who can play the drums. So they mentioned that Bakugou took music lessons once, and after, well, Tape Zero managed to pull a thing, it turns out that, well, Bakugou really has a rhythm for drums. Well, granted, he is violent, so I guess it makes sense. However, he refuses it in a way. And then he once again pulls off his jackassness. But this dialogue he pulls, it's extremely confusing. It's don't get me wrong, it's pure jackassness and pure jerkass is what he says, but it also in a way says, don't take this lightly. Show them that we are serious. because it says that this shouldn't be stress relieving, and that doesn't deserve my curiosity. My things. We uh, we're not gonna get smacked off by villains, and if we why do we have to concern ourselves with what other people think about us? If you are intent to play, then play seriously, like you intend to crush them. I'll knock everyone dead with my sound. So way in a guess, and that's in a way of him saying that yes, he will do this, but not for fun, and not because it's a way to forget all the worries. No, he will do this to prove to everyone that they are the best. I guess that's what he's trying to say. And although his comments are as the invincible girl lampshades, the motivation isn't great, but he's gonna do it. So with that, Yuro feels a little bit more motivated and says she'll do her best. However, as I said before, Gentle intends to infiltrate that cultural festival. The security will be tight, however, it is the current symbol of heroes. And if he does infiltrate that and do whatever he wants in that place, then yeah, his views will definitely get up. And UA will definitely be forced to close. So in the way, despair will still win, right? I was actually hoping this was going to be a slowdown arc, but nope, the despair is still there, and it's stronger than ever. So, but if Gentle is a gentleman thief, what is it that he's gonna do that is so gentleman about infiltrating the festival? Is he gonna prove that heroes? Wait, well, how do you say this? Is he gonna prove that there's no such thing as heroes? What is that word? Heroes chivalry? No, no, that's not the word I was looking for. I meant to say, is he gonna prove what Stain always said, that heroes are not there to protect us? Is that what he's gonna prove to the world? By saying if he could infiltrate and do all this, then technically heroes are not so much heroes as you think they are. I don't know if that's gentlemanly though. Still, I feel like this is not so gentlemanly of uh, gentle. I feel like this is just pure egotism. But yeah, Bakugou is gonna be on the music group, but not out of fun. His dialogue honestly makes me sick. And still, though, there's just something about his dialogue that is also effective. Guess in the end, that's just the kind of character he is. So give me your thoughts if you have any.